This war has spanned 2 decades, 4 presidents. Let's listen back to what President Biden said when he wasn't president in 2002 about the need to support the efforts in Afghanistan.
History is going to judge us very harshly, I believe, if we allow the hope of a liberated Afghanistan to evaporate because we are fearful of the phrase nation building or we do not stay the course.
Michael, I guess you could listen to that and say one of 2 things. On the one hand, maybe the president must now eat those words. On the other hand, I think you can make the case that if in 20 years we truly did stay the course in Afghanistan, we fought, we tried to build a nation for the people of Afghanistan, and today we must acknowledge that we failed.
I think that's it, Tyler. You know, it was a noble effort. You know, America, most of it was in our best traditions of trying to bring democracy to another country, but sometimes the other country doesn't want it. And we did this for 20 years with putting our young people in harm's way and those of our allies, and the same thing with Afghans, and spending upwards, as you know, of $1 trillion, really for the best motives and the best purposes. And it didn't work. And the biggest signal that it didn't work was the second it looked as if we were going to leave, all hell broke loose and the Taliban have surged into power.
This withdrawal from Afghanistan took place on President Biden's watch, but the withdrawal is not really all his to own. But the question has to be, how will history judge how the president handled the withdrawal?
I think they will look at the decision the right way because in American history, as you know, Tyler, when presidents lead the country into wars that are not supported or understood by Americans, the wars don't work. Afghanistan worked initially in terms of removing the threat of al-Qaeda and a government that was harboring them, but that mission creep turned into a desire to turn Afghanistan into a Greek democracy, which it was never going to be. Noble effort didn't work. As far as the last few days, those are scenes of suffering and chaos that no American would want to see as a result of a decision by an American president. Yet, you look in history, 1956, there was a Hungarian uprising that we Americans encouraged. A lot of Hungarians were crushed. 170,000 got out. And America said, we feel a responsibility for you, settled a lot of them. Even Richard Nixon, the vice president, thought of adopting a Hungarian orphan. And 1975, when Saigon fell and we resettled refugees, anyone who thinks that that was a smooth or easy process is not remembering history.